Hey folks, it's Michael Johnson. Welcome to the Energy Sketch. Going to talk briefly today about a couple of concepts that have been helpful for me in managing my personal energy. And so let's take a moment and consider this graph here of energy or excitement on the vertical axis plotted against time. And I've sketched what might be my personal energy going up, going down, going up high, going way down, going up higher, and coming down. And there are two places where I'd like to discuss a few concepts that have been helpful for me here. One is typically what happens when you're kind of at a plateau or at a high, feeling well, feeling good, feeling energized, feeling excited. Personally, I have a tendency to make big commitments and get excited about things and say, oh, yeah, I can do that by this date. And that date is typically way too fast for what it actually takes to really get things done. So, what I've tried to start doing is to postpone the commitment. Make commitments more when I'm feeling sort of more moderate, more reasonable energy wise, more on an average, on a normal sort of level where I'm better able to estimate how long things will actually take. And in so doing that, avoiding this temptation of getting delusions of grandeur. I find personally I tend to get delusions of grandeur when I'm feeling energized, when I'm feeling well, when I'm feeling a bit up. And that means, yes, I can get this whole big thing done in like the next few days when really it'll take like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. So avoid delusions of grandeur when you're feeling on a high of your personal energy. And the next place to consider is more when you're in the lows, when you're in the doldrums, when things aren't going great. And what we do here is postpone the rumination. This is for me a place where I tend to start thinking too heavy, too interior focused, ruminating. Oh shit, it's not going well. What if this? The gears just grinding and grinding. And so instead of jumping right into rumination, postpone the rumination. Say, I'll ruminate tomorrow and then see how you feel tomorrow. And then maybe postpone it again. So keep postponing the rumination, but staying in a consistent and cadence of good actions that are good for you. And the other thing to avoid here when you're in the sort of low drums, doldrums, and lows of energy is avoid beating yourself up. It really does not help you or your loved ones or anyone around you. So maintain a cadence of small and consistent actions. Take care of yourself, get well, and start ramping back up. So those are a couple of strategies and ideas around managing the highs and lows of your personal energy. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments or elsewhere. How do you manage your personal energy? Do you tend to get delusions of grandeur yourself? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in to the Energy Sketch. New episodes on Mondays at 12:12 p.m. Eastern Time on youtube.com/@energy sketch. See you later. Toodaloo.